You believe the Earth is flat.
Yeah, I believe the Earth is flat.
What piece of evidence made you start believing?
Well, I looked into the moon landings. I don't believe that we landed on a moon. There's a lot of evidence to support that. We've only gone up to 1,000 miles above the Earth's surface.
To imply that the Earth is flat, you aren't just saying that NASA is lying. You aren't just saying there's a conspiracy within a single company. You're implying there's a conspiracy involving the world's 71 space agencies, 13 of which have launching capabilities. Not only are you saying all 71 of those agencies are lying about the shape of the Earth, but every single person in them is lying or being fooled by their respective companies. Furthermore, every single astrophysicist in the world is, by your implication, a scam artist getting paid to do research through telescopes and instruments that would be useless if the world were flat. So roughly 75,000 people are lying about what they do for a living. Not only is it absurd to even imply that NASA program that under the United States government could possibly pull off this sort of conspiracy, but the fact that all 71 space agencies around the world are also taking part in some conspiracy, and every astronomer and astrophysicist and astronaut is also part of the same. It just seems that so many different people are involved in this major conspiracy.
Yeah, all the.
Let me help you out, brother, because you seem a little bit lost. I like that you checked ChatGPT for all the reasons why you should not do research, and I appreciate that, but I'll help you out on a few reasons why you probably should. Now, the word government literally means govern, to restrict meant the mind, to restrict the mind. The word NASA, if you look in a dictionary and go to a library, means, oh, what do you know, in Hebrew, to deceive. So to restrict your mind and to deceive. So yeah, when I see that, I understand that they're probably lying to me. Now, I understand that the world is run on a system on hierarchy. And the hierarchy system is based on secret societies, royal families, bloodlines. It has really nothing to do with countries, okay? So there's that. Now, there's also that you can look up all of the moon landings and all of the fancy stuff that all of these countries are doing with their space program, and you will kind of laugh your ass off when you realize they're faking it. They're using green screens, they're using swimming pools, they're using the same bullshit technology that the United States is using, and they're not even as good at it. It looks even worse. All you have to do is type in Chinese fake space, anything, faking space, NASA faking space, and you'll get thousands of videos. So give me a break, all right? That little ChatGPT speech does not impress me. You're talking about government-funded science, bro. Government-funded. Okay, to restrict the mind funded. When you realize where we got our school books from, okay, Pergamon Press, when you realize the owner of Pergamon Press, who that was, Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, connected to Mossad. Okay, when you understand how deep, how layered this deception is, things would start to make sense. But the problem is you probably won't learn it because you're not willing to learn. You think you know it all. That's the problem with people like this. I always tell people, learn as much as humanly possible, because then you'll realize what's going on. You'll see all the insane connections. Now, there's also the fact that I can prove to you right now that the Earth does not have two sides. Let's take a look. So here's a map and a magnet and a compass. Now you'll notice that the compass, if I spin it around in a circle, that's called circumnavigation. First of all, this is how you circumnavigate. And I'll show you how it works. So the magnet is attracted to the magnetic north in the center of our Earth. That's why if you look, that magnet represents the magnetic north, and the magnet will face the north while you circumnavigate, going in a circle. Now, this is how compasses work. This is how circumnavigation works. What's interesting is compasses only always point north like that. They never point south. And that's weird, because if you turn the magnet around, that would essentially represent the other side of the Earth. And look what happens. All of a sudden, the compass, when you circumnavigate, the compass points south. Well, that's interesting because that doesn't ever happen no matter where you are. If you're using a compass in Australia on the other side of the world, it doesn't do that. It only points north. No matter where you are on this globe, it only points north. And that little tiny kindergarten experiment proves that the Earth has only one side. Now, I could talk for hours about the long distance photography, the hundreds of miles of mountains you can see from hundreds of miles apart that are literally supposed to be behind 15,000 feet of curvature, which is taller than the mountain itself. It's just hilarious. There are so many proofs, it almost gets silly. If I asked you, and I do, I beg you, try to prove that the Earth is a spinning ball without using NASA or any of the bullshit fake photography or any of it. Use your own photos, use your own videos, use your own research, and try and prove it's a spinning ball and see what happens. I promise you, I guarantee you we'll be back to this page within the next few months, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a few months. It took me a few years to really wrap my head around it because I did not want to believe it. Believe me, I thought flat earthers were idiots for a long time. But now, no, there isn't one single part of my entire being that believes we are on a ball spinning around. It's absolutely and utterly absurd. And I can prove it. I have a book on my website proving it completely. It's 200 pages of different proofs. I have tons of books. I have a 500-page book on symbols at my website. And if you do not understand symbols, you are never going to be able to free your mind. And I promise you, the mind is the only thing that you can free on this earth. So I hope to see you there. Become a member. You get all of my books and my phone number. I need your help. I'm banned. I'm censored on every platform. I'm not allowed to monetize anywhere. So I hope to see you there. This video is my opinion and for entertainment purposes only.